Hi everyone, today is February the 23rd, 2022, and this is Dr. Wes Fryer with an instructional video about how you can add a Google Meet link on MyCasady, which is what we call our Blackbaud learning management system, student information system at Casady School. I want to talk a little bit about why it's so important that you use the Google Meet link from Google Classroom, not just from the calendar or from the meet.google.com site, and then I'll show you a couple ways that you can add that link. All right. So first, let's talk about why it's important that you get this link from Google Classroom. So Google has made a lot of different updates and changes, especially in the last 2 years, really, since the pandemic happened. And one of those changes is to the controls that we have as teachers in Google Classroom. So most of us are using Google Classroom, but if you're not, I still encourage you to create a Google Classroom. You'll just invite your students, copying their email addresses out of the roster on Blackbaud or MyCasady, and you'll put those into people. And then you'll need to click this link right here under Meet to create a Google Meet link for your classroom. When you use that link, students are not able to join the class before you. And also you have some different controls as the meeting host that are very, very helpful. And I'll include a link in the description of this video and also on the webpage where I'm going to put this on our support site so you can get some more information about that. But this is the link that you want to have. So I'm going to click on this link because I've already clicked there to say create link, and I'm going to say copy the link. And now I'm ready to put it over on my bulletin board. So in order to do this, you're going to click on classes and select the class that you want to go to. So I'm here in my 6-1 class, and it's important to note that this link is going to be different for each one of your classes. Now, if you really wanted to, you could make one, if you're not using Google Classroom regularly, you could make one Google Classroom and invite all students to it, and then whatever class you have, kids could come into that class. But for most of us, we're using Google Classroom, and this is going to be a separate link. So when you're logged in to Blackbaud, to MyCasady, you're going to be on your bulletin board page first, and you're going to click Enter the Edit mode. Now, before I do, notice that I have a couple things already set up here. I have a text area where I put some information with links about our class. I have a video that I've embedded below here, and then I also have the links widget where I've already got some things about Google Classroom, etc. So that's the first place I'm going to put this link is going to be just right here. So I'm going to click Enter the Edit mode, and if you don't have the links already here, over on the left side where it says not in use, like let's say I wanted to put some downloads in here, I would drag that over and put it where I want it to be, and then that becomes a widget, and I can move it up or down. That becomes a widget that is available to me, okay? So I'm going, though, to use the links widget, and so I'm going to click the add button here, and it says, what is this? So I'm going to say, join our Google Meet, and then I'm going to paste in that link. And the only people that can join this link, by the way, this is another feature for safety and security, are the students who are in that Google Classroom and who have accepted it. If you want to, you can put a description, use this Google Meet link to join our live class. And then you can choose what classes you're going to publish to. Now, this is important because if I don't unselect my other section, it would publish to both sections just the way that Blackbaud is set up. And I only want this to be on this one section because that's the link for this class. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And then when I click here at the bottom on Publish Layout and go to Page, I don't see it. And that's because I don't click Show All. So what you may need to do, okay, no, wait, I just misspoke. It's going to show 3 links at a time. Actually, I'm fine without changing anything else because it puts the most recent link that you've added right here at the top. Probably I'm done. Like, I don't need to do anything else. My Google Meet link is here, and when it's time for live class, students can click it and go. But I want to show you one other thing because this might I think visual is really powerful and important, and so there's another way that we can do this as well, and that is to use a graphic. So I have gone out and found a graphic that I like for Google Meet, and it's a really big Google Meet graphic. And so what I did was I've actually resized that, and I've used this little program called Sketch to resize it. Actually, and I guess here, let me open the one that I resized. So I made this a little bit smaller because I don't need to have it ginormous. And now I'm going to just put that link in here, and I'm going to make that image a link. I'm going to put that image here and make it a link. So I'm going to enter the edit mode here, and then I'm going to click the pencil right here on my the text description, and I can add photos. I think it's going to add these below, but let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and click Add Photo, and I'm going to find my Google Meet icon, and let's just go ahead and click Save and see what this looks like. Okay, look at that. It just says Google Meet right there. Isn't that nice? Now, I'm going to also just put the link right here at the top. Again, I'm just trying to get students' attention, and so I don't think this technique is going to actually make that image a link, but I'm going to just say join our Google Meet. Of course, I'm shouting if I'm capitalizing this, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to highlight this, click on the link tool, and again, I'm going to paste. I'm going to paste the Google Meet link that we have and click Save. And now let's go ahead and see what this page looks like. So let's preview the page. Voila, there it is. Looks great. Okay, so do you need to do that with a picture? No, you definitely don't. I've got it over there on the links, but one of the things that's great about visual is, boom, kids are going to see that. And with this technique, and I could be fancier and change it up a little bit, but I'm happy with this. I've got a picture that says Google Meet and has the icon, and then there's a link right there. Join our Google Meet. So that should hopefully, make it nice and fast for students to be able to join our Google Meet and get to our class when it's time for class. Of course, students can also be in Google Classroom, and they can click the link there. But we're doing this both places so that will help make it as user-friendly as it could be possibly for students. So I wish you luck, and if you'd like to see other instructional support resources, you can always visit our website, support.casady.org. Have a great day.